Hey, it's Gothy, and I'm doing my later than had been planned July wrap up. I'm also going to be doing my July book haul in the same video because it's only a very small one. I didn't really spend a lot of money on books in July, so yeah. So I'm getting straight into it basically. I'm going to do the book haul first because I wrote out a list of the books that I've read, so I can go back and check that instead of checking the computer and Goodreads and stuff. And it's under all the books because I didn't plan this out very well at all. So, the books that I bought. So these two came from Booktopia. It's V, the original miniseries, and V, the second generation, and these are by Kenneth Johnson. These are a sci-fi alien series, and apparently this was a TV show at some point. It never got picked up for a second season as far as I'm aware. These were $3 each, and unfortunately there is a big difference in them. But otherwise I'm looking forward to reading those. I've been getting a little bit more into sci-fi lately, so they will be good. I've just realised I was going to put them back there. No, I can do that. Okay. I picked this one up from my local bookstore. This was on sale for $10, and it's huge. And what it is, it's just short fiction stories from a whole bunch of different authors. So, Joe Abercrombie, Jim Butcher, Diana Gabaldon, Sherilyn Kenyon, I think Joe Hill, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, but a whole heap of different authors. And it also has a novella for the Game of Thrones series. Like I said, it was $10, and it's huge. It's a really nice hardcover. The book itself is just plain with gold on there, so nothing exciting. Put that back in there. And yes, I haven't read any of these yet. It is going to sit next to my bed, and I'm going to try and read one every week. Just to kind of slow it out a bit. From the World of Warcraft series, I got The Shattering and Arthas. They're both by Christie Golden. Yep. And now there's only two books, like two physical books that I'm missing from the Warcraft series. That is Dawn of the Aspects, and I'm waiting for a paperback version of War Crimes to come out, even though I've already read it. I'd like to have it in my collection. These actually have, get to the page. So, these are really cool. I like these ones because there's a picture of Arthas before he becomes the Lich King. And then Arthas when he's the Lich King. And The Shattering has pictures in it as well. It's got some orcs there. I think that might be Thrall. And yeah, it's Thrall and Garrosh, as far as I can tell. And more pictures. We have, I think that was, oh yeah, that's Grom. Grom Hellscream. Is it Gromosh? I don't know. I can't remember. And that's Khan Bloodhoof, and I know the lore, so that makes me kind of happy but sad at the same time. And there we have a young Varian, so that's really cool. I picked up two more books from the Weather, I think it's called the Weather Witches series, Weather Warden. So these are by Rachel Kane. I've been picking them up randomly when I see them cheap. So that's book 5 and book 3. And it's book 6 and 7 I think I still need. Just off the top of my head. I'd have to check my catalogue. Stay. And I picked up the Divergent stories. The 4. It's got 4 stories in there, so I won this actually. I didn't have to buy this. I was looking at buying the ebook so I could read it straight away, but I ended up winning it from Dimmicks. They do a free book Friday, and this was one of the prizes. one week, and I actually won, and I was really happy because I don't usually win things. I also I found Pride by Rachel Vincent for $1. It's a pretty hefty book too. And this is a werewolf one? I think they're wares of some sort, shifters, so I haven't read this yet. It's a paranormal romance, and I was just, I was waiting for my housemate to do some clothes shopping, and he was taking a fairly long time to pick things, because he was trying things on as well. So I went snooping through the sale section at my local Target and found this for $1. So I was pretty happy. The other two books, I'm pretty sure I've hauled this one before. One is from Goodreads, but I can't remember if I've hauled this one. This is book 1 in the Chronicles of the Interred. This is by Marilyn Almodovar. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but this is one that I won from Goodreads as well. So as for what I read this month, I actually did fairly well. I read 22 books in total. 12 of those were graphic novels, and 10 were books or novellas. So hopefully, I'm hoping this month I'll read more books than graphic novels. I do have the Saga graphic novels sitting on my computer waiting for me to start reading those. I have all 20 at the moment, so I'll hopefully get to those soon. So as for what I read, I did read Interred. This was really cool. This is like, I'd say sort of witchcraft, paranormal powers kind of thing, but with a difference. There are different types of magic. So you've got, in this one, the main character is a time bender, so she can manipulate time. And time benders usually have a healer to go with them, like they're matched up and connected. Because being able to shift time means that you're losing some of your life, some of your energy, and the healer heals you until they die, pretty much. So she finds out that she's a time bender, she meets her healer, but there's a council and they want to use her abilities because she's a really powerful time bender. And when she turns 16, she's supposed to go through an internment, which is basically being buried alive in a coffin, and she has to use her powers to get out. And that's how they test and discover the range of her abilities. But yeah, it's actually really interesting, and I'm hoping once the second one comes out, I will be picking that up as well, because that was actually really good. Dust bunny. I also read Striga. This is by Karen Monahan Fernandez, and I gave Interred 5 out of 5 on Goodreads, and this one got a 4 out of 5 as well. Overall, I really liked this. This one, again, is a sort of witchcraft, paranormal powers type of thing, but again, has a twist. But the only problem I had with this is towards the end, it seemed like it kind of jumped around a bit too much. The events that happened in the end, towards the end of the book, like the climax of the book kind of thing, it just didn't flow as nicely as the rest of the book had. It just kind of went, this is happening, and now this completely other different thing is happening, and then it's the end, and this is, the resolution for the time being until the next book. So that's why I only got a 4 out of 5 stars. So otherwise, this was really good. The chapters are all very short. They're 1 or 2 pages, sometimes 3 or 4. So it felt like it was really quick to read. Yes, so that was nice. This is the one that I actually got, and they'd sent a really nice bookmark as well, so that was really cool. The other stuff I've read, that one needs to sit. I'll put that one there. Right, so I have started taking myself off my library ban for the sake of graphic novels. It's still very dangerous because I did go into the library and I wanted to pick up graphic novels. I got distracted by looking at some of their new release books and some of their young adult books, and I'm just like, oh, that looks good, oh, that looks good. No, don't pick up more books. You have too many on your shelf that you need to read. So I just picked up 6 graphic novels. So first we have X-Men First Class, and this is Class Portraits. So it was a heap of different stories about some of the other X-Men. I gave this a... where is it on the list? Where is it on the list? 4 out of 5. The Joker, Clown Prince of Crime, yeah. This was a 3 out of 5. This is not the form of the Joker I like. I like the darker, psycho, creepy as hell Joker over the funny mucking around thing. But this was good to read because he does kind of, he plays a lot of tricks on people like the Scarecrow and the Green Arrow and Black Canary, so that was pretty cool. X-Babies. I gave this, look at that, 2 out of 5. I didn't really like this. The first story was kind of interesting. You know, the X-Men get targeted by someone who can reduce the age of them. So by the time they actually get to this guy's house or hideout to fight him, they're all like 2-3 years old. So that part of it was kind of cool, but the rest of it just didn't do it for me. So I picked up Turning Points, which is a Batman one. This is the sort of timeline kind of stuff I like, where it's kind of dark and not so good. I think this is, I think this one takes place not long after Barbara's accident, so, because they talk about that a bit in there. The Martian, was it Chronicles? Yeah, Martian Chronicles. This is by Ray Bradbury. This is a graphic novel adaptation, and this was really cool. Basically, it's just a whole bunch of different little stories that he wrote, all based on Mars, and he published those, and I think that was his first published book, and someone's done it as a graphic novel. It was really cool. I like a lot of his other stuff, and I haven't actually read the proper stories for this yet, so maybe one day I will. I really liked reading the introduction, because the introduction is by Ray Bradbury, and he was talking about how he kind of got the idea for these chronicles, and some of his inspirations and stuff, a little bit of name dropping. But that was pretty cool. That was I think I gave that a 5 out of 5. List, yes, 5 out of 5. And the final one that I have in physical is Volume 3 of the Arkham Unhinged series. I gave this a 5 out of 5 as well. Again, this is the sort of stuff I like, where it's really dark and just, yeah. So this is actually the one where Joker is dead, and Harley Quinn is just going psycho, and the Joker's just like, well, I may be dead, but I've still set all these things up to happen when I die, and yeah, it's really cool. So these ones are based off the games, apparently. I have the games, I haven't played them yet, because I'm still sort of, I'm trying to get Steam to work lately. I've had a lot of trouble with it. I tried to play Dragon Age Origins the other day, tried to change some of the settings, and it just crashed out on me, so I'm kind of boycotting Steam for the time being. So all the other things I've read have either been on my e-reader or files on my computer. Ow! Son of a bitch. That's sharp. Yeah, so let's do this without hitting my elbow again, because ow, that hurt. So, my list. So I read 2 of the novellas for the Delirium series by Lauren Oliver. I read Hannah and Annabelle. I gave them both 4 out of 5. I read all 6 volumes of the Lock and Key graphic novel series by Joe Hill. I gave volume 1 4 out of 5, and the others got 5 out of 5. They were really good, and I believe there are more coming, I think. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm hoping there are more coming. Yeah, so I read the Fall collection, which got a 5 out of 5. It was actually really good to get some more of Fall's point of view on things, like his perspective, and to learn a bit more about his background. I read Play by Kylie Scott. I only gave that a 3 out of 5 stars because it wasn't bad. I mean, it's one of those erotica kind of things, so it wasn't bad, except the main female character kind of seemed like a pushover, and that just always bugs me a bit. I read The Truth About Alice by Jennifer Matthew. I gave that a 5 out of 5. That one, I really enjoyed reading that. It didn't go the way that I thought it was going to go. So basically, it's a book about slut-shaming, essentially, in high school. And I thought it was going to also be a case of they might have raped her or something, so I was kind of wary going into it, but it turned out that that wasn't the case, and I'm kind of glad, because that just would have made things a lot harder to read. But overall, I enjoyed it, and it's hard to kind of talk about without giving too much away. I really recommend people reading it. So there is slut shaming happening in there. There's no rape or anything like that. It is sort of representative of rape culture. You know, that idea that a woman cannot be sexual without being a slut, that kind of thing. So there's a little bit of that. So if you're sensitive to those types of topics, probably not the book for you. I read Delirium by Lauren Oliver, which I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. And I'm about halfway through the second one, which is Pandemonium. I don't know, it's on my e-reader, which is over there. I also read The 100 by Cass Morgan, which I gave a 5 out of 5. That's a dystopian future book as well. I think there's a second one. I have to double check because I don't seem to have it. And that is currently, it's a TV show, and it's currently going into its 2nd season, so I'm really excited for that. And I read Cress by Marissa Meyer, and I need the 4th book like now, because the more I read of this series, the more I love it, and I don't want to wait for it because waiting takes too long. So that is what I read. Put that over there. That's what I read for July. Those are the books I bought for July. For August, I'm reading at the moment, pretty sure it's Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver, but I'm going to read the 3rd one as well, and the novella for it, which is Raven. I'm reading a book called Edge of End, I think it's Edge of End, and it's by Serene Fant. She's an author on Goodreads who contacted. So my video cut off again because it just does that sometimes. It's going to be a fairly longer video, but it's almost done, I swear. So as I was saying, I got an ebook from a Goodreads author for a review. It's called Edge of End of End. I really should have looked at my e-reader before I did this. It's by Serene Fant, and I'll probably do a review on that. The other thing I'm reading is The Order of the Lily, which is book 2 in the Lions and Lilies series. This is by Catherine A. Wilson and Catherine T. Wilson, and this is a historical romance series. I did do a review on the first one, and I'll link the review below. These two ladies are Australian authors, and this is a really, really good series. I don't read a lot of historical romance, so the fact that this one's really kept me interested is, you know, indicative of the quality of writing and the amount of research and stuff that they've put into this as well. I was really excited because I'm about halfway through, page 215, and one of the girls has just met Nicholas Flamel, which is really cool, and I was like, oh my god, I know who that is, you know. Finally something about historical relevance that I actually know, because I'm not a history fan, truthfully. I was always more into mythology, so there's that. So this month, I don't know if I'm going to buy many books. I have a few cross-stitch kits that I need to kit up because I'd like to get started on some more stitching. And I am going into the city tomorrow night. I'm going to dinner at the Revolving Restaurant at Centrepoint Tower. So it is going to be the fanciest damn food and the fanciest damn restaurant I've ever been to, which is kind of off-putting. I've actually got to call them tomorrow to make sure that they can accommodate for my wheelchair, because that would be awkward otherwise. So being that we're going to be in the city, I might try and convince my housemate to leave early and leave early, and then we can go to Basement Books, because I haven't been to Basement Books now probably 2 months, about 2 months. It's been a little while since I've been to the city and gone to Basement Books, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm hoping to maybe grab Dawn of the Aspects this month, so then that way the only Warcraft book I'm waiting on is a paperback copy of War Crimes, which I don't have an ETA for yet. But I'm really excited because in 8 days, Blizzard are releasing the cinematic, and they're going to be live streaming it. So I'm going to stay up till like 2:30 in the morning to watch said live stream, because they're going to be doing a bunch of developer interviews. They're going to release the official cinematic for Warlords of Draenor, and they're going to put out the release date. Now, this is me geeking out here, so I'm sorry to book-related people, you're probably not interested in this, but my estimation for the release date will be October 14th, because they usually release the official cinematic 60 days before the release of the expansion. So going by that, it'll be October 14th, which makes me very happy because I've just finished paying off my pre-order. I'm getting the physical collector's edition because it comes with really nice art book. Because I've got the art books for Lich King, Cataclysm, and Mists of Pandaria. I wish I had the collector's editions for Burning Crusade as well, but they're really expensive to buy. You can still buy them, but there's not really much point because I've already got the game key and everything, so yeah. So I'm really excited about that because I really want Warlords of Draenor, like now. I've been playing the beta, and I mean the beta's still very buggy, but they're usually actually ahead of what the beta is, so yeah, I just want Warlords, and I want to see Thrall meet his father so I can fangirl and just be like, oh my god, it's so tough for him, ah! And yeah, just generally fangirl over everything. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that before I keep fangirling anymore, and I'll see you guys next time. I don't know when I'm gonna do another book related video, but I'm gonna be doing some more cross stitch ones, so if you're interested in those as well, you stay tuned. Also, I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed. I've hit, I think I'm at 125 subscribers at the moment, which is really freaking awesome. I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh my god, I just hit 5k subscribers and stuff, and it's like, I only have 100, but that 100 means a fair bit to me, because I'm still new at this and I'm still shy and still learning, so it's really cool. So thank you everyone, and I will see you guys next time.